You know that feeling when you scroll through a dozen gaming laptops, every photo shows a sleek chassis, a neon-lit keyboard, and a screen that looks like it could double as a mini cinema? You click, you add to cart, and a week later you're huddled over a device that can't keep up with the games you love, or it looks great on paper but drags when you try to edit a 4K video. That hesitation is real, and it's why I wanted to dig deeper before I hit buy now. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Acer Predator Triton Neo 16 sits at the intersection of gaming laptop and creator workstation. It promises a 16-inch WQXGA Plus panel at 165 Hz, an Intel Core Ultra 9185H, and an RTX 4070 graphics card, all wrapped in a chassis that markets itself as AI-powered. Those are the headline numbers, but what matters day to day is how those pieces play together when you're swapping between a fast-paced shooter, a rendering session in Blender, or a Zoom call with background noise. First, let's talk about the screen. The 165 Hz refresh rate is a noticeable upgrade over the 60,120 Hz panels you see on many mid-range laptops. In fast shooters like Call of Duty or Apex Legends, the extra frames translate into smoother motion and a tiny edge in reaction time. When you switch to creative work, say, color grading footage in DaVinci Resolve, the WQXGA Plus resolution gives you a lot of real estate without needing an external monitor. The panel also carries the Calman verification badge, meaning the factory calibrated the colors to be pretty accurate out of the box. In practice, I found that the colors stayed true when I edited a 10-minute 4K vlog, and the high refresh didn't flicker or introduce banding, which can happen on lower quality panels. The CPU and GPU combo is where the AI-powered claim tries to stand out. The Core Ultra 9185H is a 12-core beast that, thanks to Acer's integration of AI acceleration, can offload certain workloads like upscaling or noise reduction. In my tests, enabling the AI-assisted noise reduction during a Discord call cut background hiss noticeably, without adding latency. The RTX 4070, of course, handles modern titles at 1080p with ultra settings comfortably, and it also accelerates creative cloud apps that have GPU support. When I rendered a short animation in Blender using cycles, the GPU cut the render time by roughly a third compared to a laptop with an older RTX 3060. Now, the practical side, thermals and battery life. A laptop that pushes this much silicon can't stay cool forever. The Triton Neo's vapor chamber cooling system does a decent job. Under a sustained gaming load the fans spin up loudly, and the chassis stays warm but not scorching. I did notice a slight throttling after an hour of continuous play. Frame rates dipped by about 5–10%, which is typical for high-performance laptops without a dedicated external cooling pad. Battery life is another trade-off. With the screen at 165 Hz and the RTX 4070 engaged, you get roughly 34 hours of mixed use before you need to plug in. If you're the kind of gamer who expects a full day of unplugged play, this isn't the machine for you. Conversely, if you mostly game at home and use the laptop as a desktop replacement for editing, the battery limitation isn't a deal-breaker. Weight and portability matter too. At around 5.5 pounds, the Triton Neo is lighter than many 17-inch gaming rigs but still feels substantial on a backpack. The 16-inch screen strikes a good balance, big enough for detailed work, small enough to fit in most airline carry-ons, but you'll still notice the heft on a coffee shop table if you try to use it for hours without a lap desk. The keyboard has the signature Predator RGB lighting, which is fun, but the key travel is a bit shallow for long typing sessions. For creators who spend a lot of time typing scripts or code, you might prefer a more tactile feel. One of the unique selling points is the Copilot in Windows AI Assistant. It lives on the side panel and can suggest performance tweaks, balance power between CPU and GPU, or even recommend optimal settings for a specific game. In practice, the assistant saved me a few clicks when I wanted to switch from a high-performance gaming profile to a quiet, battery-friendly mode for streaming. It's not a revolutionary AI, but it feels like a helpful shortcut rather than a gimmick. So, who should actually consider buying this machine? If you're a serious gamer who also does content creation, think streamers who edit their own footage, graphic designers who need a portable workstation, or students in digital media programs, the Triton Neo hits a sweet spot. You get a fast refresh rate for gaming, a powerful GPU,